Send forth your spirit, spirit of power. Send forth your spirit, Holy Spirit.
Good morning or good evening, wherever you are, confined, quarantined. Dear brothers and sisters, let us keep on hoping and believing in our Lord Jesus Christ. Welcome to this Bible sharing. Today is Saturday 20th of the solemnity of the Immaculate Heart of the Blessed Virgin Mary. That is the solemnity of today. And the reading, the Gospel proposed by the Church is from the Holy Gospel of Jesus according to Luke chapter 2 from verse 41 to 51. Now his parents went to Jerusalem every year at the feast of the Passover. And when he was 12 years old, they went up according to custom. And when the feast was ended, as they were returning, the boy Jesus stayed behind in Jerusalem. His parents did not know it. But supposing him to be in the company, they went a day's journey, and they sought him among their kinsfolk and acquaintances. And when they did not find him, they returned to Jerusalem, seeking him. After 3 days, they found him in temple, sitting among the teachers, listening to them and asking them questions. And all who heard him were amazed at his understanding and his answers. And when they saw him, they were astonished. And his mother said to him, "Son, why have you treated us so? Behold, your father and I have been looking for you anxiously." And he said to them, "How is it that you sought me? Did you not know that I must be in my Father's house?" And they did not understand the saying which he spoke to them. And he went down with them and came to Nazareth and was obedient to them. And his mother kept all these things in her heart. The Gospel of the Lord. The solemnity of Immaculate Heart of the Blessed Virgin Mary today is very important and relevant in our life as Christians. Christians who believe in the divinity of Jesus, thus of the purity of the heart of his mother, and this is Mary. The Immaculate Heart of Mary, first of all, we have to know that it is a devotion which used to refer to the interior life of the Blessed Virgin Mary, which can be summarized by sorrows and virtues. And these realities are hidden in the heart of the Blessed Virgin Mary. We also have to know that the Immaculate Heart of the Blessed Virgin Mary refers to her virginal love from her heart, which is immaculate. And that love is love for God, the Father, her maternal love for the Son, Jesus, and her compassionate, especially that her compassionate love for all the people. All the people. Yesterday, we were celebrating the solemnity of the most sacred heart of Jesus. Today is the Immaculate Heart of Blessed Virgin Mary. What is the difference between all these two solemnities? When we celebrate the Immaculate Heart of Mary, we have to know that we are venerating. There is veneration of this Immaculate Heart of the Blessed Virgin Mary. But when we are celebrating the solemnity of the most sacred heart of Jesus Christ, we are worshiping. There is what we call the worship of the most sacred heart of Jesus. Two concepts, veneration and worship, two different concepts. Now, the worshiping of the most sacred heart of Jesus is directed to the divine heart of Jesus as following with the love of humanity. But in the devotion to Mary, the attraction is to the love of her heart for Jesus and for God. This one you can see it in the encyclical, the Catholic Encyclical, Volume 7, New Edition, published in 1910 December. Now, in worshiping Jesus' heart, we are connected. We are connected to that heart, that love. Love responding to love. Love responding to love. God obeying to God. But the veneration of the Immaculate Heart of Mary unites humankind to God through Mary's heart. Now, this memorial is always celebrated on Saturday after the second Sunday after Pentecost, as we are doing it today. Now, what is the most important message? The most important thing to know about this memorial is actually the saying of the evangelist Luke. What did he say, St. Luke? St. Luke said this: "And Mary kept all these things, pondering them in her heart." Pondering them in her heart. That is the characteristic of the heart we are venerating today. The Gospel of today presents us one of the virtues to imitate from the heart of Mary: patience and understanding. Patience and understanding. And Luke portrays us the behavior of Jesus. Jesus as a teenager. The Gospel says he was 12 years. And the apparent loss of that son proves how so many children of this age are behaving. Mary says this, where after 3 days looking for him, she says this: "Son," Mary knows that Jesus is her son. "Son, why have you treated us so? Behold, your father and I have been looking for you anxiously." Not hopefully, but anxiously. Now, what is the answer of Jesus? How is it that you sought me? Did you not know that I must be in my Father's house. I know if it were you, mother, you would have slapped Jesus as he gave that answer. But remember, Mary is a personality with a different heart full of patience and humility. Patience and humility in the side of Mary, but also obedience in the side of Jesus. The gospel says they went back to Jerusalem and Jesus was obedient to them. So the solemnity of today, my brothers and sisters, as I'm concluding this sharing, teaches us two major elements. First of all, patience and understanding from Mary, but also obedience from Jesus. So let us acknowledge the presence of Mary, the effect that we'll get from the heart of Mary in our heart. Let us be able to understand and to listen, and also let us be able to obey.
Spirit of prophets,
The Lord
send forth your spirit. Holy Spirit of visions, send forth your spirit. Spirit of fire, send